for the capitalists, for the investors. The investors get all the money, you do all the work, and effectively, when you're doing all this work, you're not really even getting the reward for your work. You're getting enough money, and this does include the 401k, by the way. So even if you're doing it through your 401k, I think that's really great. And so let me tell when I tell you, I put it on everything that I love. That the when we look at the data, when I was on the faculty at Syracuse University, and I would look at the data, it literally showed that stock market that people who were wealthy just were far more likely to invest in the stock market. And the thing is that a lot of people think that they were wealthy because they were born that way. No, a lot of them started off with very little or started off working class and whatever, and they just consistently invested in the market. That's how my wife got her money. A lot of people made jokes that I'm gonna tell you when I got married, I was kind of concerned. I didn't want someone to marry me just because I had money, and so I married my wife, and my wife had plenty of money because her father, who was a very smart man, he was a professor like me. He told her to max out your 401k, and that's what she did. And so she had maxed out her 401k since she was in her early 20s. And what she didn't understand at the time, because she honestly isn't interested in finance the way I am, she didn't understand how much of a huge advantage she was getting by starting her investing early. And really, if you want a super big, large advantage, you start investing. If someone starts for you, if you understand wealth is a team sport, then if someone starts investing for you before you're born or when you're very, very young, I have a niece and nephew that are 2 and 3 years old. I have a couple grandkids that are 1 years old and 3 years old, and we're investing for them right now because my goal is to make sure that they never have to work unless they want to. Right. And so what that means is that over a 20-year period, and if you go to blackwealthmasterplan.com, the URL is on the screen, blackwealthmasterplan.com, you could take a look at the $5 a day investing plan. And that's literally the basic thing that we're doing for them, which is allowing them to be in a position where when they're 25 years old, they're going to have hundreds of thousands of dollars in liquid assets. A 25-year-old with $250,000 in the bank doesn't have to get up and go to work for anybody unless they want to. Okay. All right. So let me hop in and share my screen a little bit because I'd like to actually begin this process of sort of introducing you to what we're going to cover in the next 30 days. This is the first time I've done this training. It's called 30 Days to Wealth and Power. And the logic was very basic. The logic was that it takes 30 days to form a new habit. So we're going to spend 30 straight days every single morning, 7 days a week, going through some sort of financial lesson that will get us to the next level. By the time this is done, you will have financial consciousness that is higher than 99% of all people out here. You will also have a keen awareness of where you want to go next. You'll also have a plan. Now, if you guys know the required reading for the book or for the class, it's not even required reading. It's actually a workbook. It's called 30 Days to Wealth and Power. And I assume all of you have a copy. If you don't have a copy, just go to drboycebooks.com, search for the words 30 days, and you'll find this workbook. And literally, you'll find that it's very empty. It's actually 80% empty because each day, what happens is each day I ask you a question that heightens your financial consciousness. And then I want you to fill out in the journal everything that your little plan. You don't have to write a whole lot, but just write enough to kind of give yourself that opportunity to journal and reflect on where you are financially, how you got there, where you want to go, and what your plan is. And then when you're done with this class after 30 days, you will have a plan. And so this is an experiment. This class is, so consider yourselves guinea pigs. We're all guinea pigs on some level. But this is something I really wanted to do, and I thought it would be something fun to do for the new year. Because once you form those new habits, what you'll find is that these habits are contagious. This isn't just about you. This is really about your kids, grandkids, great grandkids, nieces, nephews, whoever comes behind you. Because when you have these habits and these cultural norms, in fact, let me ask you all a question. Give me a yes or no. How many of you have bad financial habits that you feel were passed down through your family? Give me a yes if you have relatives that just did stuff with money that didn't make any sense, and they just did it because that's what everybody in the family always did, right? Okay, a lot of us can answer yes to that, right? So the same thing that occurs with bad habits can also occur with good habits. The same way you can harm yourself by making bad choices, you can help yourself with good choices. And that passes on, right? You teach that to your kids, your nephews, your nieces, your grandkids. Your grandkids are going to take that. They're going to share it with other people. So that's what we're going to do. All right. So you can, if you don't have the copy of the book, or if you want to get a hard copy, our middle child is the one who ships out the books, so she can ship you a copy. The copy that you get is going to look a little bit different than the one that's actually inside the bookstore, because this one gives you a little more space. It's 8.5 by 11, and we actually print these ourselves. And so we can ship that to you if you'd like to get a copy. Just go to drboycebooks.com and look up the word 30 days in the little search box at the top. Also, if you want to get a discount on your book, you can actually get a 30% discount. Use the code word book club, all one word, book club, and you can get a discount. Okay, so